Hello guys, it's me again, Gabriel. This is Great Time 3, Unit 5, and now we're going to study Present Perfect and Present Perfect Continuous. In the previous lessons, we've studied the Present Perfect and we saw some explanations for the use. And earlier in this lesson, we also studied the Present Perfect Continuous. Right now, we're going to compare them, okay? All right, so I want you to open your books on page 53. I want you to go to activity 1 and do the activity. Pause the video, do the activity, and then you come back, okay? This is a very simple one for us to start with. So right now we need to use the verb play in the correct tense. All right, so let's see. He played, okay, he's played music for more than 40 years, okay. Or he's been playing for more than 40 years, because we have an action that started in the past and continues up to now, okay? And then we have he's played hundreds of concerts. And then you can ask me, Gabriel, but in the previous lessons you told us that we use the present perfect for actions that started in the past and continues up to now. Yeah, that's it. But we're going to see some explanations in this very video, okay? Let's check our answers. So I used present perfect continuous and present perfect. Let's see the explanations in the next parts. I want you to go to part 2, to activity 2, and complete the rules, okay? Pause the video and complete the rules. Alright guys, let's see some rules. Activity 2, complete the rules and match them with the examples, the example sentence in exercise 1. Rules. We use the present perfect or present perfect continuous to talk about an action that's not finished. Alright, we learned today. We use the present perfect continuous to talk about an action that's not finished. For example, I have been living in Brazil for 10 years. And okay, so we use the present perfect continuous, and this is number 1 here. Okay? We use the present perfect to stress the finished result of a completed activity and the amount completed. For example, he has played, or he's played hundreds of concerts. The amount of concerts, more than hundreds of concerts. So we use the present perfect to stress the finished result. We're talking about the result. So we use present perfect, and this is number 2. Okay? All right, let's put into practice. I want you to go to activity 3 and complete the sentences with the phrases in the list. All right, we're going to complete the sentences with those phrases, okay? Pause the video and come back for the answers. All right, guys, let's correct our activity. Remember, we use the present perfect when we're talking about the result of an action, okay? The amount produced, the consequence, and we use the present perfect continuous to talk about an action that started and that has been happening for a long time, okay? So number 1, Sarah blank more than 200 poems. She blank poems since she was 8. Okay, that's easy. According to the rule I gave you, Sierra's written more than 200 poems. She's been writing poems since she was 8. Okay, number 2. I've been taking piano lessons for 3 years, the period here. I haven't learned any pieces by Mozart yet. Okay. Number 3, blank soccer since I was 5. I've been playing soccer. Okay. I blank for 3 different teams. Okay, the result, the amount I've played for 3 different teams. We blank movies all evening. We've been watching movies all evening. We blank 3 bags of popcorn between us. Oh, a lot of popcorn. We've eaten. Okay. Number 5. Mom blank more than 100 sandwiches. Okay, that's a consequence here, a result that's really clear. Mom's made more than 100 sandwiches. And then a question, has she been preparing for the party all morning? Let's check. Okay, guys, good. All right, now let's go to our activity 4, the last one on grammar today, and we're going to complete the sentence using the correct forms of the verbs. Okay, this is the activity. Pause the video, do the activity, and come back for the answers. Okay, guys, just remember, again, present perfect we use when we want to talk about the result of something. Okay, and present perfect continuous to talk about the duration of the action, or how long the action was, or how long it took. Okay, so number 1, he autographs since he was 10. Okay, so we're talking about the duration of an activity. So he's collected, we need to use the verb collect. He's collected, or better, he's been collecting autographs since he was 10. And the result, he's collected over 500. Okay, number 2, the same. Mom, and we need to use drive. Mom's been driving since 6 a.m. She's driven over 400 kilometers. I'm sorry, over 400 kilometers. She's driven. Present perfect because we're talking about the result. The result is she's driven over 400 kilometers. All right, guys, let's go to number 3. We blank for an hour. The verb is to swim. We blank more than 2 kilometers. Okay, so for an hour, period of time. Okay, we've been swimming for an hour. Okay, we've swum more than 2 kilometers. Okay, so again, we've been swimming for an hour. We've swum for more than 2 kilometers. Number 4, Mr. Bosworth, more than 2,000 children. Okay, result, again, present perfect. Mr. Bosworth taught more than 2,000 children. He been teaching since he was 22. They've picked apples all day. No, they've been picking apples all day. Why? Duration of the action. They've picked hundreds of apples. Again, just to summarize, just to wrap up. When to talk about the amount of something, the result, we use present perfect. We're going to talk about how long it took, the duration of the action, present perfect continuous, okay? Very good, guys. That's it for grammar today. Don't miss our next video on vocabulary, musical instruments.